In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Google Tag Manager. So let's go to tagmanager.google.com, and let me give you a little bit of background about Tag Manager. So anytime you want to add some sort of script to your website for perhaps a marketing campaign or some sort of analytics tool or even a new feature for your website, rather than having to go in and edit the code of your website every time I want to add a script, all we do is install Google Tag Manager, so one script onto your website, and then any new scripts you can add through Tag Manager without needing to touch the code of the website at all. So it's really nifty if you need to add some sort of tracking pixel for something like Google Analytics, or if you need to add a script for a live chat tool for a number of different features. Basically, any sort of integration where you need to add a script to your website, Google Tag Manager is your friend. Let me get into my BloomCU account, and I'm going to show you, give you an example of how to use Tag Manager by adding a new script to Kelly Community's website. So I'm going to do a search for kellycommunity.org. And then I'm going to go to tags. So at this point, Tag Manager is already installed on kellycommunity.org. That's something we do standard for every website that we build. So if you're a BloomCU customer, you probably already have Tag Manager on your site. So with it already installed, now you just need to set up any tags that you want. You can see we already have one tag here. This is for Google Analytics. And now I'm going to add a new tag. And first thing, you give it a title. So I'm just going to call it add tag. And then you click on tag configuration. And this is where you need to choose the type of tag. So is it a Google Analytics script? Is it an AdWords script? So sometimes there might be a tag that already has the special setup with Tag Manager that you can search for. So something like crazy egg is in here. But in most cases, you just need to add a custom HTML tag. So you just scroll down there, click custom HTML, and then that's going to give you a box right here where you can paste in your script. So I'm going to grab my script. So here is the script. I'm just going to copy it. And then we paste it here. And there's also some advanced settings here. You'll probably never need to touch this. And then once you've pasted that in here, and then you just got to go down to triggering. And this is where you can choose which pages of the website the tag will, or the script will fire on. So by default, there's just this all pages trigger. If, for example, you wanted to add a script that only worked or had an impact on certain pages of your website, then you could create a new trigger. But that's for a different video. In this case, we just want to add it to all pages. So I'm going to click all pages. And now I've got my tag configured with the custom HTML code. We've got a trigger set up for all pages. We've got a name, and so now we just click save. And now, once you have this new tag added, you can submit and publish this, but you can also preview it. So if I wanted to make sure that this tag was now firing correctly on kellycommunity.org, I could hit preview. It's going to reload my page. Now, I go to kellycommunity.org. Here we go. We can see a summary from Google Tag Manager, tags fired on this page, add tag, and UA all pages. And that's it. So it looks like good. You can also come and look at some pretty advanced stuff here, but for the most part, you just come in here and you want to make sure that these have fired properly. Also, if you had some tags that didn't fire on every page, they would show up here. So it looks like we're good. So now I'm just going to come back here to Tag Manager, and I'm going to make sure you click Leave Preview Mode. It'll ask you if you want to leave preview mode. Okay. And then you sing the Jeopardy song while you wait for it to reload. And now you hit submit. And it's going to ask you to just leave some notes here about what you did. So say, added a new tag called add tag. And then publish. And then you sing like no one's listening. And voila, you're done. It is published. And now that new tag is added on to kellycommunity.org. And that's it. Happy tag managering.